Hey, what's going on, guys? Here's our first set of notes for the week. We're probably going to have three, so deal with it. It's going to be the basics of quadratics. It's going to be on page 62, or it should be on page 62. Okay? After today, you'll be able to identify important characteristics of a quadratic function. Okay, now, into the basics. Quadratic equation. When you see the word quadratic, it means the leading term is squared. Okay, that's a fancy way of saying there is an x squared. Okay, if there is no x squared, it is not quadratic. If there's anything bigger, so x cubed is not quadratic. X to the fourth is not quadratic. Okay, a quadratic is when there is an x squared. Okay, the next is a parabola. Okay, that's the shape. Okay, the curve, this curve right here, these curves that we have, we call these parabolas. Okay? Now, the way it works is a positive parabola, opens up. Okay? A negative parabola opens down. The way I always remember it, positive usually means that you're happy, so you have a smiley face. That is an opened up parabola. A negative parabola means you're sad, which means you have a frowny face, which means you open down. Okay? Next, the vertex. It's the highest or lowest point of the parabola. It's usually called a maximum or a minimum. When you see the word vertex, or when you see the word maximum or minimum, they mean the vertex. It's written as a coordinate. So like 3, 2 would be an example, or 4, 7, or 0, 426. Those are all examples of a vertex. Okay? Think about the rocket. The rocket problems we did, that highest point is called the vertex. Okay? Axis of symmetry. Okay, it's the line where you could fold the parabola in half. Think about the rocket that got lost in the clouds and they didn't finish the parabola on that worksheet we did. Well, we finished it by looking at that symmetry. That highest point, okay, is the symmetry. Okay? The other note is that the symmetry is always going to be at the vertex. So if you have the vertex, you have the symmetry. Zeros, we're going to talk about those more. Their solutions are roots. They're also x-intercepts, but you write them as coordinates. The y-intercept, we've talked about that a bunch. If you need help with that, well, help you please. Okay, next one. Okay, finding the axis of symmetry. Okay, you use this, okay, and that's going to give you the axis of symmetry. X equals whatever number that gives you. To find the vertex, you plug it in and you solve. You take this, okay, you plug it into the equation and you solve. We're going to do a couple examples in a minute. Okay, that's how you do axis of symmetry and vertex. Whoops. Oh, I totally don't have the practice. Okay, so I'm going to make up some practice. Practice number 1. X squared minus 4x, y equals plus 12. Okay? Now, to find this vertex, to find the symmetry, I'm going to do negative b over 2a. Okay, remember, this is a, this is b, this is c. So I need negative b. Okay? Negative b means the opposite of b. So b is normally a negative 4. So I'm going to make it a positive 4 over 2. My a is a 1, so it's going to be 2 times 1. That equals 2. So my symmetry is x equals 2. Now, to find the vertex, here's what I do. I go y equals 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 12. That's going to give me 4 minus 8 plus 12. That's going to give me y equals, what's that? It's going to be 8. Okay? So, what that means then is my vertex is 2, 8. We're going to do a couple tomorrow in class, and then I'm going to show you how to use the calculator as well. But with all that, you should be able to find symmetry and vertex very, very easily. Okay? Talk to you guys tomorrow.